don't just understand why this political party, this Emilokon party, why we say na so lies and propaganda then they carry for head. Now we do our own. When they come out and say UAE don't lift visa ban for Nigeria. Their spokesperson have been a person they follow Presidency or Nonuga. The next thing now, does the year say now lie, you know, be so. Why they lie propaganda like this? Chai! God forbid. I never see party like this. Now by force. Hey, my people might let you know what this is because Arise they don't sit down on top of this matter. Una know say matter we Arise and sit down on top. Here, when we go to the what?
That's the agreement you were referring to. That was in 2021.
2021, yeah.
2021, when the UAE directed that all foreign airlines should not airlift Nigerians into Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. And at that time, Turkish Airlines, Ethiopian Airlines, even the Emirates stopped carrying Nigerians. Now, there were issues also about the BASA, bilateral air services agreement that you referred to, in terms of the frequency.
Yes.
And you know, there was an incident, you know, involving a Nigerian airline about, again, issues about visa. Now, in 2022, that was when they now came up with this ban, visa ban. The UAE banned 20 countries, 20 African countries. Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, Comoros, Rwanda, Benin, you know, and others, 19 of them. And 20 of them. Now the excuse, then the story came up again in 2023 when President Tinubu visited the UAE. And one of the major outcomes of that visit was that, the UAE had lifted the ban. It then turned out that no visa ban had been lifted. That was in 2023. And the government at the time had to manage that. You know, that there was no categorical thing. I think at that time, we were even looking at statements issued at the other end, that in their own readout, they didn't refer to lifting any ban. In any case, that was an embarrassing moment for government. Now in 2024, on the same subject, the same government now finds itself in a situation whereby the presidency issued a statement and said, the visa ban had been lifted. And that was found not to be true. But we understand that that has been refuted, that it is not true. The first thing here is lack of coordination. Whoever issued the statement that the visa ban had been lifted could have consulted the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. There are people whose desk job it is to have information, whether that is true or not.
Yes.
And twice now, on the issue of the UAE, we have goofed. That is very embarrassing. It doesn't make the government look really good. The second part of it is that there are issues that have to be resolved, which are fundamental. The UAE authorities at that time were talking about the category of visa that Nigerians were abusing. Nigerians will get a particular kind of visa, then they will get there and they will present a different kind of visa, or they will conduct themselves in a different way. Compelling Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa at that time to, while defending the interests of Nigerians, to also say that Nigerians must learn one lesson. You don't behave anyhow in other people's country. If they give you a particular visa, you follow it. But the thing, of course, is that we'll keep diplomacy is an eternal thing that you keep engaging in. But it's not only Nigerians that had that visa ban. And this embarrassment that we have been having, the ban has been lifted, the ban has not been lifted. You know, the other countries that I mentioned earlier on, they don't have that kind of situation. No. And the visa is the exclusive prerogative of the receiving state, you know, to give you visa or not give you visa. And if they say these 20 African countries, they come here and they overstay, they bring attitude that we do not like, it's entirely their prerogative. And if they leave the ban, they will tell us. And we should just, you know, do things properly, that's all.
I like that. Do things properly. Rufai, your comment quickly.
I mean, truth has to be said. So when this issue first happened, there was a part I support Nigeria on, and that part was about the Basa.
The Basa, yeah.
I will not subscribe to the UAE or any nation relegating Nigeria down, and cheating Nigeria. And I felt that Basa thing was just to cheat Nigeria. And I don't care if it's because of the Basa, they don't allow us enter UAE. We too will stay here and develop our country. But on that Basa thing, I don't support the UAE.
So that Basa thing was that, they were giving 21 entry
so
into
they don't
Nigeria,
want, so they don't want,
frequency
so,
into Nigeria.
So they don't even want us, and they are not even making us land at a prominent airport.
And
they were taking us to Sharjah.
One
So they were taking us to Sharjah. They were not even, we're not landing in Dubai itself. We're going to Sharjah, which is another place, and you have to taxi in. That's on that. Then the COVID situation too also happened. Yeah. Which was the blanket ban Dr. Abati talked about. And the last one was also the atrocities committed by some Nigerians in UAE. You remember when the UAE government was asking us to explain in detail what a cult group means. There were fights that broke out on the street by Nigerian groups and all of that. And that further heightened all of this. But the truth has to be said. Way worse off is the way the Nigerian government has handled this. It's just been a lot of lies and propaganda and smokescreen. I know they want to score a quick political win, but wait for the success to come, then announce it. Let's not be impetuous. When you are impetuous, you make mistake. And that's exactly what is happening in this case. I remember the first episode, they sold that story and the lie went on until Stephanie Busari stepped in and investigated and contacted the Dubai authorities. And the Dubai authorities debunked. And that shame was public because it went out on CNN. Secondly, now this time around, a major government official put this on their page. Like Dr. Abati has talked about the verification process and all of that. To a large extent, you would have thought that but you see, I get the plan. It's for government to bring out their own propaganda lies. It's for the citizens. And the media is strong. And that's why you see any government does not like a strong media. Alexander Solzhenitsyn, major Russian writer, said something profound. Solzhenitsyn. He said something very profound. He said, any writer, good writer in a country is like a government on its own. No government likes a good writer. So that's exactly what is happening. So because they know that there's a strong media that will challenge them on these things, they are already fidgety and they want to score cheap points. And that's why they're making these mistakes. Right. I would like the government to calm down. If Dubai is going to come, it's going to come. If Dubai is not going to come, it's not going to come. We're going to develop. And when did this craze for Dubai start? At some point, Nigeria were not crazy about Dubai. It's because they developed Dubai to an extent. Yeah. Why can't we look inward and develop Nigeria?
Let's develop our own.
People will be crazy about coming to this country too. Dubai had made a holistic effort. Yes. Dubai used to be a fishing village at some point, but it's not the same today again.
All right.
So let us wait till all of this come and let's calm down.
Yes.
There will be more records of successes for this and wins for this government to be proud about. Right. They should just calm down and things will pan out. Stop embarrassing themselves and losing the hard-earned integrity and trust that they need to earn from Nigerians.
I like the point that you made about let's develop our own.